Good morning, happy Sunday, and welcome to the last Sunday I will be here for a while. Yeah, I mean, I know every other Saturday I won't be up at Cuke Lake, but every Sunday I will be, with the exception of one, which is really rather stupid, but I'll get to that when I get to that. But yeah, countdown getting back to Cuke Lake is more than on right now, and it kicked off with about as good of a Saturday as I could hope for. But I do have one low. I do have one low regarding yesterday, and that was I was all set to wear this really nice shirt that I just recently got, and it already had stains on the shoulder. Like, I just got this shirt. How'd like it get on the shoulder? So I had to wear so I got a different shirt. Like this shirt, and like it was this shirt, a blue shirt, and the one I was about to wear last night that had the stain on the shoulder, which is a pink shirt. Like, I got all these at Sam's Club. Like, these things breathe phenomenally. Like, my God, I really like these shirts. I am definitely going to put these into my rotation, you know, as the warmer weather becomes more and more consistent. Because it feels nice. Like, I'll tell you what though, I used to not like wearing clothing like this back when I was a lot heavier, but like, now that I like am clearly skinnier than I used to be, like, I feel comfortable wearing this. Like people who like talk about like having body image issues and they want to feel something that makes them feel comfortable in their own skin. Like this definitely works for me. At least for now. But yeah, I'm really digging these shirts. I just wish the one I was going to wear didn't have like these blue like dot stains on like the shoulder. Like, how? I didn't even wear it. I don't know, it's weird, but it's okay. That's in the past. We can move on with my high, which was I saw an incredible movie yesterday. I'll get to that momentarily, and it's funny. I literally said in yesterday's video that usually after Easter, I try saying if there's somewhere you want to go for dinner on Saturday nights before we go up to the lake, like, now is the time to do it if you want to go somewhere different that's not Sorges. And not only did we do just that, but we went to Emilio's for pizza, which, I mean, listen, I've talked ad nauseum at this point about how great Emilio's pizza is, so I'm not going to talk your ear off here, but yeah, it's the best pizza in the 607, straight up. And it's even better when it actually lives up to the hype for being a hot piece. Which, usually people need a knife and fork to eat it. But I'm a grown man, so I don't need no stinking knife and fork. You know, we got and it was like myself, my mom, my dad, and we're watching my nephew, so there's 6 of us. We got a tossed salad, which, you know, my parents and I, and one of my nephews split because my oldest nephew likes some things in salad. And then we got the 3 medium pizzas. We got the medium extra cheese, medium pepperoni, and a medium chicken wing, which I still like. And this is a hill that I will die on. I firmly believe that Emilio's has the best chicken wing pizza in all of the 607. It does. In case you're wondering why I feel that way, like most pizza places that do like a chicken wing pizza, like they definitely put chicken on it, but what they need to do is like use breaded chicken, because when you cook it, it actually evokes like the crispy chicken skin you get on a good chicken wing. That's why Emilio's is the best, because they know how to do that properly. And Emilio's is always thoughtful enough to give you a blue cheese with your chicken wing pizza, except no substitutions. Just saying, no blue cheese. Listen, okay, I'll probably say this now. I do like ranch. Keep it away from my wings. Okay? Thank you. Now, where do I start? Right, my act of kindness is about helping my parents watch my nephews. But with all that taken care of, I need to talk about this movie that I saw yesterday because it came out just under 5 years ago. Actually, technically over 5 years ago, with semantics. Anyway, about 5 years ago, there was this one movie that was being released, but we never got it because it was a limited release. Which really saddened me because this is the kind of movie that, I'll just say what it is. It's the Peanut Butter Falcon. If you don't know what it is, it's basically this one guy played by Zach Gottsagen, who is a person with Down syndrome, and he has to live in a nursing home because he has no family, and the only place in the state that will ever take him is this nursing home that he's in. He's been there for 2 years, but he wants to go out and pursue his dream of being a professional wrestler. And like his hero, the Saltwater Redneck, who was played by Thomas Hayden Church. And it's clear that he has really strong brute strength because he bends open the bars in the place that he's in. And this one old guy helps him escape, played by Bruce Dern. Gives him some kind of lubricant so he slips through the bars. Yeah. So Zach got to play Zach in the movie, so it's gonna be easy to say that. So Zach actually escapes. He's literally running away in his underwear. And right away, you'll understand how good the humor is in this movie. Because it doesn't occur I know you took your clothes so you could slip through the bars. But you couldn't have Carl, played by Bruce Dern, to give you clothes through the bars after you leave and run away that way. But I don't know. I think it applies on real world logic in the way that if he escaped with his clothes on, people would recognize him, even though people are going to find it much more out of place to see a grown Down syndrome man in his underwear running away from a nursing home. But whatever. And then on the flip side, there's this one guy named Tyler, played by Shia LaBeouf, who got fired from his job for doing illegal. I think he's a fisherman, a crab bar or something like that. So he burns $12,000 worth of equipment from his rivals, and his rivals are chasing him. So Tyler's running away. He runs into Zach, and then they form a team, two outlaws on the run, and it leads to one of my favorite scenes in the movie, where it is, because by the end of the movie, this scene would be so much different now. But when they first meet and they're trying to run away, and Zach says, "I have Down syndrome," and then Tyler says, "I don't give a shit." Clearly, Tyler said that because, the ends justify the means. He's running away. If Zach falls behind, there you go. But by the end of the movie, I guarantee, if that scene were to play again, it would have so much a different meaning because they develop a bond. They might as well become brothers by the end of the movie. Because that's just how tight their friendship is. And Tyler's training Zach to become a professional wrestler and stuff like that. And also teaching him life skills, how to fire a shotgun with buckshot. Meanwhile, there's this one woman named Eleanor, who's essentially Zach's caregiver, who's chasing him down. And at the beginning of the movie, because Zach tried to escape at one point. Sorry, my slipper's falling off of my foot. Hold on. There you go. Zach is labeled as a flight risk. So Eleanor finds Zach. Well, Eleanor is played by Dakota Johnson, who's really good in the movie. Actually, everyone's really good in the movie, but I'll get to that in a minute. And basically, they want to send Zach to an even worse home for like drug addicts and prostitutes. So basically, so Eleanor, Zach, and Tyler essentially, by the end of the movie, they are essentially a family. They are essentially a family, and they go all the way down to Florida, where basically they're going to start a new life. And I mean, eventually Zach does live out his dream of being a professional wrestler, and some people are gonna not like the end of this movie simply because of like the guys that are trying to kill Shia LaBeouf. The guy like hits him with a tire iron, which they implied like that Tyler was in pretty bad condition. But by the end of the movie, like, he's in the back seat of the car giving, like, Zach the thumbs up, like, he's okay and stuff like that. Some people may or may not like that, but you know what? I'm okay with an happy ending. You know, you need a happy ending like this. Because there are so many things you could learn from this movie that I don't, like, I would need, like, an entire video just to, well, actually, that's what this video is for. Plus, I love that Zach's idea for wrestlers is the peanut butter falcon. Cause on the one hand, it does sound badass, but you know, Zach has Down syndrome, so what sounds badass to him, you know, also sounds so incredibly innocent too. Like there's a naivete that's charming about that, and I love that. Like, this is the kind of movie that, I mean, that students in school should see. I mean, they really would never show this movie because it's like rated R. Or is it rated R? What is this movie rated anyway? Hold on, let me look it up on my notes. What is this movie rated? Oh, it's PG-13. Okay, so yeah, kids could actually watch this movie. Okay. Well, kids in school. I say kids in school. I really mean more like, you know, high school kids. But this is the kind of movie that high school kids should be able to watch in school, for the simple fact, like, this is the most real movie you could show a person regarding tolerance for disabled people. Because it literally shows both sides of the coin. I mean, there are definitely scenes in this movie that show people treating Zach, you know, not good because of his condition that he has Down syndrome. But there are also people in this movie that genuinely show that they care. Like Eleanor or Tyler. Like, they care. They legit care. And, you know, there's lessons of, you know, friends are the family that you choose. There's, like, camaraderie. There's, like, there are so many things you could learn from this movie that could really resonate with anyone so brilliantly that, I mean, it's a shame. I mean, it did get some awards, but nothing major. It didn't get, like, an Academy Award nomination or anything. But that's not what this movie was meant to do. This was an independent film about the concept of, like, three people finding each other, becoming friends, and then eventually a family. And it's beautiful. It really is. Not to get into the acting, because Zach Gottson, well, actually, I just mentioned the Academy Awards. Zach Gottson and Shia LaBeouf presented, I believe, the Academy Award for Independent Film or Independent Short Film or something like that. Hold on. Let me find it. Yeah, Academy Award for Best Live Action Short Film. Zach Godson became the first person with Down syndrome to present at the Academy Awards. So, if nothing else, stuff like that happened. But, you know, his performance was phenomenal. Dakota Johnson, her performance was wonderful. And now I gotta get into Shia LaBeouf, because it seems like the last 10, 15 years or so, Shia LaBeouf has become a very polarizing person. Oh, he was definitely polarizing in the beginning of actually maybe 20 years now. But there are people who either really like Shia LaBeouf or they really do not like Shia LaBeouf. Personally, I've always been like a neutral party on that matter. But with all that said, I feel very comfortable saying this is the best performance I've ever seen Shia LaBeouf give anything. Ever. In fact, I do believe Shia LaBeouf was on Hot Ones to promote the Peanut Butter Falcon. And I remember his episode being really good. I really liked it. But, you know, it's the fact, Shia LaBeouf takes this character who all he cares about is trying to escape these people that, you know, he burned their equipment, to then, forming a bond and a brotherhood with the last person he would have probably ever expected to form a bond with. And then they become a legit family. Again, this is the kind of movie I wish was talked about more when it comes to promoting tolerance, not just for disabled people, but literally anyone in general. I mean, we are living in much better times, to be sure, but we still have a long way to go. Movies like this are definitely a step in the right direction. I hope y'all like this video. If you like and subscribe to the YouTube channel, find me on social media. As always, I'm Barry Holman. Made this video for all of you guys watching. Enjoy for name. Hope you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Sunday. Happy Sunday, everyone. And remember, if any of you guys want to talk to me, we'll be here to let me know. Always be back. Take care and make good choices. 607 all day, baby.